Yeah, yeah. It is your man Theo B. Welcome to Late Night. Late Nights with Theo B and the Rock With Me Nation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever you used to do at 12 o'clock, do something different tonight. We in here. You know, I ain't worried about YouTube saying nothing. I ain't worried about YouTube saying nothing. You know why I ain't worried about YouTube saying nothing? Because your boy did this to me. First of all, I see Juju Rose in the building. My fellow Devil Dog is in the building. I see Javon Bliss is in the building. I see Kamoyo King is in the building. I want to thank y'all for putting up rocking with your boy and the Rock With Me Nation. Late night with the Rock With Me Nation. Yeah, that's how we doing it. That's how we feel. That's how we feel. That's how we feel. That's how we feel. We understand that these lights could be distracting. So we're going to calm it down. We're going to calm it down. But I want to thank y'all for pulling up. We got more than two. So you know damn good well we got enough. We got enough. That's a crew right there. Right there. We got a great show tonight. I want to thank y'all for dropping by and everything like that. Something new. We trying for the channel and everything like that. I hope y'all picking up what a brother is putting down. We got some great topics. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what we're dealing with. Dillon Brooks and Kevin Durant got into it last night. Dillon Brooks and Kevin Durant. Y'all know Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks who said LeBron James couldn't go to his left. Yeah, that Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks, formerly of the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, that Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks, the bad boy, Dillon Brooks. Yeah, y'all know Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks, where if his team win and he did something good, he got a lot to say. His team lost, he ain't do nothing. You can't find Dillon Brooks nowhere. Well, Dillon Brooks got into it with Kevin Durant last night. They did. Phoenix Suns was playing the Houston Rockets. It is not so much as what took place in regards to Dillon Brooks and Kevin Durant. Dillon Brooks is Dillon Brooks. Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. It was the spin that Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, and Kendrick Perkins wanted to put on what transpired. As in, Dillon Brooks should not have been kicked out. Yes, the hell he should have. Yes, this is Late Night with the Rock With Me Nation. We gonna talk like we want to talk. Don't bring your kids to. Yes, the hell Dillon Brooks should have been kicked and had his ass kicked up out the damn game. What y'all mean? Now let me take y'all through a play-by-play. First of all, Dillon Brooks got called for the reach. That was the first that he got whistled for the reach. The tech that both he and Kevin Durant got was the tie-up. Dillon didn't want to let him go. They assessed another technical foul. That was on the other player from the Phoenix Suns who pushed Dillon Brooks. He ain't had no business putting his hands on Dillon Brooks. You know what got Dillon Brooks teched and throw it out was his mouth in regards to the official, the referee. Now I'm saying this, I'm pretty sure I ain't the only one that they referees for stuff. Regardless of what level. Somebody always want to get beside themselves and slick talk you. Now, you know, us that's on the civilian level and everything like that, we look at who's ever talking that trash and be like, we in the parking lot. Like, no, we're in the parking lot. All this talking that you're doing right here and everything like that. Yeah, no. Come on outside. What they did not show on the clip from ESPN was Dillon Brooks turning around, saying something else to the official. Damn near looked like he spit on the official and then wanted to go chase after the official. I couldn't have been me. I'd have been like, let him go. Let him go. Because I promise you, he not gonna look right after this over with. Yeah. Let him go. Dillon Brooks can only be restrained by one person holding Dillon Brooks back. No. You're gonna keep having folks like Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, Shannon Sharp, and I'm not gonna leave him out of the equation. Kirk Herbstreit. Those cats gonna spin the narrative. Yes, I'm talking about what they did with FSU a couple of years ago. They gonna spin the narrative. I don't know when sports. Well, they say it's sports entertainment, don't they? It is the Sports Entertainment Network, right? Right? Okay, well. I think I just answered my own question. That's it. Like I said, we here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time and everything like that. We got the next time. Yeah, we're going to speed right on through these puppies. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Wait a minute. I'm gonna keep up with these notes while we in here. RC basketball. What's going on, Rock With Me Nation? RC, Big Javon Bless, Juju in the building. Come on, your king, president of the Black Panther fan group. We in here. I don't know. I might need to go get in the studio somewhere. I don't know. I kind of like that beat right there. Let's look at what else we got going on. You know what? Before I do that, let me ask this question. Do you feel like sports analysts today are enabling bad behavior in professional athletes? Because it's showing up. It's showing up. They're making the highlights and everything like that. Do you feel like ESPN has played a role in Dillon Brooks being a bad boy? And can I ask this question? Let me turn this down. Since when does Dillon Brooks get to be a bad boy? No, let's talk about this thing. What has he done in the NBA that qualifies him being a bad boy? He's been in this league, 9 years? His highest scoring average was 18 points a game. He a two guard, right? Supposed to be a two-way defender. He's averaged 1 point something steals in a season. This ain't Dennis Rodman. This ain't, so he ain't earned the respect to not be teched up and ejected up out of damn game. This ain't Draymond Green. Them cats, before we knew them as the bad boys, they had something behind them. What does Dillon Brooks have behind him for us to be doing this? Other than just, I guess, and he ain't even the toughest yellow boy that I knew. It was Kenyon Martin. Kenyon Martin. And I don't think with Kenyon Martin it was an act. No, I think Kenyon Martin, when he had that badass yellow boy tattoo, I think Kenyon Martin was really that dude. Because Kenyon Martin didn't act. He didn't act like he was tough. Kenyon Martin wasn't out there agitating folks. No, Kenyon Martin, power forward. Some could say undersized, small frame, right? He was tall. Kenyon Martin was him. Kevin Garnett. I think we look at Kevin Garnett as being a legitimate tough person, right? Tough, right? We're not looking at Kevin Garnett. What is Dillon Brooks? Dillon Brooks right now in the NBA, what is he mostly known for? And is that really what he wants said about his legacy at the end of the day? You're not saying he'll stop her. That ain't what you're saying. You're not saying, oh Lord, I might not be able to go off tonight because Dillon Brooks is playing for the other team. That's not what you're saying. He's a two guard. You should, right? You're supposed to be a two-way player, which I don't know what that means, because I think if you just play basketball, you play basketball. But it's supposed to be a two-way player, right? Okay, well, you ain't looking at him like you concerned about him putting up 20, 25 points a game. That ain't what you doing. You sit up there like, hey, okay, about 15 points a game. That's what that is. Okay, well, yeah, he deserved to be checked up. He should be checked up and ejected like rookies get checked up and everything like that. You what say, RC? Theo, don't get me started. Kenyon Martin just sounds tough. Don't make me go call Kenyon Martin on you. He was about. No, I'm saying he was. I'm not taking nothing away from Kenyon Martin. I'm saying it wasn't an act with Kenyon Martin. No, Kenyon Martin was legitimately a tough dude. No, that's what I saw him play. You can call Kenyon. I ain't got nothing but good things to say about Kenyon's play. That's all I got. That's all I got. Theo, when it comes to listening, entertaining, sports analyst, everyone wants to be a damn shop job analyst now. You know what? What's going on, Black Panther? I got something in me. Grand Madam Tarot is in the building. What's going on? I got it. I ain't got it in me to be the shot job. I got it in me to talk some talk. Just some of the stuff they be saying be stupid and everything like that. But that's it though. Let me get back to this real quick. Late night with the Rock Whitney Nation. Late night with the Rock Whitney Nation. What is the next topic we got on the list? Let's see what we got going on and everything like that. I believe I can make it do what it's gonna do. Yeah. I believe I can if I just hit it just like this right here. What is it? Captain America 4 co-writer Rob Edwards. Critics got it wrong. I don't even want to do this because it's a brother. You know what I'm saying? It's a brother. And we're supposed to uplift each other. That is what we're supposed to do in the community and everything like that. We're supposed to, which, you know, if I really want to say it like that, hey, bro, you did this? This you on the movie, big dog? Okay. Mr. Edwards. You say Mr. Edwards? Can I talk to you, big dog? Can we talk for a minute? Mr. Edwards, you say we got it wrong. Critics, because I'm one of them. So you don't see nothing wrong? Like you didn't Sam Wilson. Captain America. Right. Thunderbolt Ross. Joaquin Torres was okay. Isaiah Bradley. Thunderbolt Ross. You don't think you got it wrong? Thunderbolt Ross, Red Hulk, the leader. You got. Don't know why you deleted him, but at least you had the Demolition Man in there. Wow, I don't know why you deleted him. You could have saved him for Avengers, Doomsday. We're gonna talk about it because you could have. Never mind. But you don't think maybe it was you? You even had Sam's love interest in the movie. No love, but you think the critics got it wrong? You had Sam in there with a vibranium suit, but the critics got it wrong. They missed it. You had Sidewinder in the movie. That's a Steve Rogers villain, but could have transferred over to being a Sam Wilson villain. And you had him doing what? In the movie. Sidewinder, that is. And that was a good idea. That made sense to you. Having Betty Ross in the movie, but not having her interact whatsoever with gamma radiation, blood transfusion, giving something to be on her, evolving that cat, because the character been in the MCU for a long damn time, and no Red She-Hulk. You know, I don't necessarily. I'm not Mr. Edwards. I'm not saying Mr. Edwards is wrong. I'm just saying he might not necessarily be right. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying he might not necessarily be right. I would love to meet him to say, Negro, what? Everyone. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. We say, the Kamoyo King, I don't know what made me duck it. I wanted to watch it, but I have it the first couple of ones. I couldn't hardly wait to be done. I mean, I don't know what Captain America story I got. Steve Rogers. I don't know what Captain America story I got with Steve Rogers. I mean, I've been reading comics a long time. I might have missed something. I don't necessarily remember Bruce or Thunderbolt showing up in a Captain America Steve Rogers led comic book as the antagonist. I could be wrong. So, and I say that to say this. If in all the years of comic books, it ain't ever made sense to the comic book writers over there. All the years that James that Thunderbolt Ross been around, and that Bruce been around, and that Steve, if it ain't ever made sense to them for that comic book to take place, that story to take place, hey, maybe, and the writers we talking about over there at Marvel, they ain't ever saw fit for that to make sense. No, it wasn't until, because if anybody say anything to me right now about with Theo, the Red Hulk, that is not Thunderbolt Ross in that damn comic book. No, that's just something they threw together for you to have it. And if you bragging about that damn comic book with Sam being on the fields picking stuff, I'm gonna look at you sideways. I am. I'm absolutely gonna. Really, we got the fields floating up in the sky. Oh Lord. Never mind. I almost got off topic. We're gonna come on back. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. Yeah, we're gonna bring it back. Bring that beat back. Yeah. We in here for a good time, not be with a long time. What you say, Grand Madam? I forgot Mackie was Captain America. I'm more interested in both. Bradley, is it on Disney yet? It's on the way. It's on the way. I kind of dig that beat. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna come on back though. We're gonna come on back. Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. My football fans out there. My football fans. Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Pennsylvania fans. Professional football fans. Aaron Rodgers fans. Green Bay fans. New York Jets fans. Minnesota Vikings fans. Let's talk about this for a second. Now, y'all know I'm a Steelers fan. That's what that is. I'm not tied into the Steelers though, because if I'd have been tied into the Steelers, as in I knew what the Steelers was doing, felt like I had a pulse for the Steelers, Justin Fields would have still been starting last year. I wouldn't have brought Russell Wilson in. I just wouldn't have did that. So we find ourselves. Aaron Rodgers is 40 years old. He's 40. Like, and I don't know if you still play sports on any level at the age of 40, but I'm just here to tell you, 40 ain't the new 20. I don't give a damn how LeBron James is making it look, and he's making it look like that. 40 is not the new 20, and Father Time is still undefeated. It's just a matter of when he's going to get around to putting hands on you. That's all. So, I don't want Aaron Rodgers. And I would love for Omar Khan and Mike Tomlin to stop chomping at that bit. With Theo, why? Because what is he going to do? When you won playoff game, you finna be hooked up to him for how long? No. And the dude's a diva. He's a diva. And I'm not trying to be funny, but damn it, you already got folks to say what they want to. Until George Pickens shows me something else, you got one. And you just signed another one. Yeah, I like it. Because I don't know who's finna do something with that wide receiver room this year. But you got two alphas. You need a quarterback that's going to humble himself. You don't need the quarterback that want to be the quarterback, the offense coordinator, the quarterback coach, the offensive line coach, the running back coach, the receivers coach, the head coach, and the general manager, and the owner. No, you don't need that in Pittsburgh. Why would you do that? No, you got Mason Rudolph there. Theo, are you bragging about Mason Rudolph? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But you know what? Mason Rudolph is you know what? He want to be the Steelers quarterback. Now, damn it, that's what I can tell you. He ain't thinking about it. Oh no, let me come back. Aaron Rodgers being 40 years old, his best years behind him, still feels like he can take his sweet ass time. Well, you know what? If I'm asking somebody to the prom, a young lady to the prom and everything like that, and she got to give me all this oohing and ahhing and stuff like that, I'm of the mindset she really don't want to go with me. I'm of the mindset she's weighing her offers from everybody else. Yeah. So now we got Aaron Rodgers. So he's contemplating what's better for him, to come back and either quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers or enter retirement. Well, damn it, if they got one foot out the door, you might as well say they're going to let him go by the business. Don't do that. Don't tie that money up. You can get you somebody, a rookie. And if it don't work out, you know what? Name Mason Rudolph the starter right now, so he ain't even got to look over his damn shoulder. Have him go get with the receivers and start working on some stuff right now. Have him go get with Arthur Smith and start making it do what it do. Do not sign Aaron Rodgers. Leave Aaron Rodgers over there with Aaron Rodgers. And please, nobody else wanted it. That should tell you something. Get back. What Russell say? Theo, Aaron Rodgers apparently has hold my hand syndrome. Man, he can go home with that. He can go home with that. He can go home and hold his own damn hands. What's up with Aaron Rodgers? Russell definitely does not want to be with Pittsburgh. No, you know what it was, Grand Madam? Pittsburgh didn't want Russell back. For whatever reason, there was some behind the scenes stuff going on in the locker room. No, the team, because we've actually heard the defensive tackle said, brother coming back for next year, Cam Hayward said they wanted Justin back. They wanted Justin back. There was something going on in regards to whatever Russ was doing. It was rubbing some of the players the wrong way. They were behind Justin, and the Steelers actually offered Justin a contract. He chose New York. Now, I think that was to a degree about the fact that he felt betrayed by Pittsburgh, which is absolutely fair. I did read somewhere where he wanted to be guaranteed that he would be the starter this year. Wouldn't have been a problem for me if I'm the Steelers front office. He run a 4.40. Hey, he's already been there for one season. You've had him in the system. Bring him back. Well, he felt some type of way. Now, if I'm going to speak on Justin Fields, I would ask this question. You're the New York Jets. Well, you're going to the New York Jets. In the division is the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Notice I didn't say the New England Patriots. So right now, are the Jets a better team with Justin Fields than the Steelers are without Justin Fields? As in, did Justin Fields leave an okay situation or an average situation for a below average situation? We're gonna see. I wouldn't have did it, but hey, clearly I ain't have it right with Justin Fields when he went to the University of Georgia because he went to Ohio State. If I had to say anything about Justin, I don't love what he did last year for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I believe Justin Fields' biggest problem goes all the way back to before he even played high school football. Nobody's taught him how to read the field. And it was just last year when we look at all the criticism surrounding him entering the season where we were able to see Justin Fields start to read the field. Well, that was him being developed in Pittsburgh. It's not a given he's going to get that same development in New York. He wasn't getting it in Chicago. Of the mindset, he probably would have got a multi-year deal in Pittsburgh. I think he maybe got a 1 or 2 year deal. In essence, if New York they're not beholden to Justin. But hey, we make our own decisions. We're going to keep the party rolling. I feel you. Thanks, RC. I think so. I think the media wants Rodgers to sign more than Tomlin does. Listen, I believe that too. The new Jets coach, Aaron Glenn, gets it, Theo. He said Justin would be the starter from day one, and they believe in the kid. That's big. That's big. Russell holds himself along from the rest of the team, which is the other closeness had with Big Ben. Yeah, absolutely. Man, listen. Can I make the lights flash again? Lisa did her thing with the lights, didn't she? Did she do her thing with the lights? Didn't the sign look nice too? She did her thing with that. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic for the night and everything like that. I like that beat. Y'all let me know if y'all need that. Moving on. So I saw this. On Twitter today. Halle Berry. Lord have mercy, Jesus, Halle Berry. Y'all remember Boomerang? Halle Berry with the short hair. I prefer short hair Halle Berry than what we got going on with this. But anyway, Halle Berry is finishing from what we read. It's a rumor, allegedly finishing, signing up paperwork so she can be in DoomsDay, Avengers Doomsday. And I saw where quite a few people were happy about that. Do we know what's going to happen in Avengers Doomsday? No, I want to ask this question. Do we know what's going to happen in Avengers Doomsday? Do we even have an idea why that cast is as big as it is? No, for real, for real, for real. No, for real, for real. We do know this is a soft reboot, right? That's like you being a Channing Tatum fan, and you excited that Channing Tatum is going. You excited? You know what? You could have been excited he was going to be in Deadpool and Wolverine, and I still would have been concerned. Yeah, I would have been. Lord, I'd have been concerned. But if you are a character from an alternate, okay, pause. Anybody else besides me read Secret Wars? Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. You remember you you remember when the Illuminati, that squad, was raising up on other superheroes from other universes? You remember that? I think that was the time. That was part of the Time Runs Out event. What happened to them other heroes? No. What? And if you a Shorty fan, oh my goodness. Yeah, I know Thanos ain't here, and I know Proxima Midnight been deleted, but I read both them storylines. I don't necessarily know. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I'm stoked. Here we go. The dude is playing Magneto. We happy he coming back? We think he gonna be Magneto when these two movies over with? Now, mind you, we didn't see old buddy play Professor Xavier get his neck snapped already, so we didn't got used to him being deleted. But do we think that Professor Xavier, that version, is coming over after we reset stuff? What do I mean? Do we think Halle Berry's version of Aurora is gonna make it out of these movies? Now, if you used, I mean, we didn't see her get deleted before as Aurora. We're not tired. We want to see it happen again. Woo! Okay. All right. Hey, you like it? I love it. I just don't know why I would be excited to see her get deleted again. I mean, yeah, the money gonna probably be good and everything like that. You know, it's gonna be more than what we getting and everything. But I ain't necessarily knowing if that's what I want. You might want it. I don't know. I don't know. If we looking forward to that. I don't. Halle would probably do a cameo appearance. Yeah, she ain't gonna be long in that at all. Watch this, Grand Madam. That movie ain't for 2.5 hours. You see me say but they got 50 something stars in that movie. Ain't everybody not getting no screen time. Everybody not getting no screen time. Oh, and let's think about who we got. Because you said cameo. That's funny. Ironic, but funny. You got Halle Berry, Winston Duke, Letitia Wright, and Anthony Mackie. And if we pay attention to what John Boyega was talking about with the Star Wars, that's just like when you get you some Chips Ahoy cookies, you trying to find the chocolate chip. We're gonna keep that right there. Did y'all see what John Boyega said? Oh man. John Boyega ain't playing. John Boyega. Did y'all hear what John Boyega said? Man, listen. John Boyega said he tired of the nonsense. John Boyega on Star Wars fan. Now, mind you, I think we all pretty much knew this. You be like, Theo, what do you mean? I mean, if you got folks upset about there being a black stormtrooper, all the stormtroopers supposed to be clones. All of them, even after the Clone Wars. Ain't nobody else want to just fight on behalf of the Empire. Nobody. Now, mind you, how many black characters have we seen in Star Wars? It ain't enough. It ain't enough black characters in Star Wars for folks to feel like they position in Star Wars being threatened. It ain't. It ain't. They can say something about Mace Windu. He dead, ain't he? Ain't Mace Windu gone? So that character, okay, well, the character that Billy Ray played, ain't he gone? So who all we got right now? No, I don't watch Star Wars like that. But how many give me the black characters alive in the Star Wars universe right now that's making certain folks feel some type of way. Not all of them. Not enough of them, though. How many? Y'all gonna tell me, because I ain't no Star Wars fan. I ain't no Star Wars fan. What's going on? Mad Chocolate Gaming, what's going on? What's going on? I ain't no Star Wars. Whole lot of fake going to buy it in there, but yeah, it'll probably be cameos and flat. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They stupid first order stormtroopers are kidnapped. See? No, Grandman, we can't. All right. Somebody tell me how many black characters do we have? Billy D. Williams. Appreciate that, Black Panther. How many? Because that Lando Calrissian been gone. But who is alive? Is Finn still alive in the Star Wars universe? Matter of fact, are there any black children? All I'm saying is, I don't think it's enough over there for folks to feel some type of way. I got one black Jedi. One. I got one black Jedi, one black stormtrooper, and everybody is losing their damn mind. So in this universe, by and large, black folk don't exist. That's why I've never been a Star Wars fan. I'm watching old episodes of Star Trek from the 60s, and I got me some black folks on the Enterprise. I do. I got me some black folks on the Enterprise. I'm good. And yes, I'm right there, the communications officer, right there. I didn't been there. I'd been all over the ship. I'd been in engineering. I'd been in security and everything like that. I got to see before we say a damn thing about a Star Wars. Gene Roddenberry made sure I was good. He did. We was all over the place. We was all over the Enterprise. We were all over. You had more of us on the Enterprise, regardless of which iteration of the Enterprise we talking about, than we've ever had us in Star Wars. And I'm a firm believer in going where I'm celebrating. I don't believe in going. Clearly you don't want me watching Star Wars. Say less. You don't even want me buying Star Wars. Say less. And Lando Calrissian, what he did to Han Solo when he finally did show up in Star Wars? Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm good. Yeah. Now, that said, it's going to be some of us still want to be Star Wars fans. Some of us still going to show up at Star Wars conventions, but hey, two little girl twins that carry like rogue Jedi. Yeah. There's an unnamed sister who they weirdly sent off to roll with Lando. Damn. She just gone, huh? Star Wars is friends in space. I ain't never seen a Star Wars movie that I can recall. I mean, it's just, man, Chocolate Gaming say it's just Finn and Lando. So Lando's still out there? All right. Well, I guess, we living long out there. Got to. Good Lord have mercy, Jesus. We gonna keep the party rolling though. Get back to my I like that right there. I ain't gonna lie, I like that right there. I like that right there. You might not be feeling it, but I like that little beat right there. Remember when Houdini came out with Funky Beat? Funky beat, funky beat, funky beat. Right here and now, we do declare this here is the rap beat of the year. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Y'all remember what we was doing though? Moving the party right along. I do like that beat though. I do like the beat. I do like the beat. I'm gonna do this though. Y'all might be feeling like the lights. Might feel like the lights doing too much. Y'all might feel that way. So we'll slow it down. We'll slow it down. We'll slow it down and everything like that. Moving right along. Moving right along because I want to keep the party rolling. What we got going on here? All right. Black Panther. No, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about Doomsday and Secret Wars. Y'all know something about Doomsday and Secret Wars? Did y'all read Secret Wars back in the day? Back in the day? We saw them names, right? Anybody, and mind you, this is based on the conversation. Shout out to email reviews and everything like that. He wasn't really a fan of the Tom Hardy Venom. He wasn't really a fan of that particular iteration. He ain't by himself. I don't think he by himself. He wanted that dude that wanted to see about Peter. That symbiote. That's the one he wanted. The one that was, Flash, that one. He wanted that one. All right. Y'all remember the first Secret Wars story? Before they retconned it with Deadpool. Y'all remember that? Anybody see Tom Holland name show up? Secret Wars? Doomsday? Nobody? Could you imagine that playing out though? When you got Tom Holland? Get his Spider-Man suit ripped up. Then go get him a new costume. It's the symbiote. Black Ball. Could you imagine what that would do? What that would set up for the next Spider-Man movie? Because we ain't got Tom Holland in the symbiote costume, right? Could you imagine that taking place? Because you would have to have Spider-Man show up in the first movie, right? Because this is a two-parter. You imagine that being in, what is it? Ironically enough, it would be Secret Wars, right? Could you imagine that? Spider-Man, go get that suit. Could you imagine well, I'm not gonna be there. But could you imagine the response of those in attendance that are actually comic book fans? It was kind of like when Cap picked up the hammer. Or when he finally said, Avengers Assemble. You know who else could have wielded that hammer? They didn't get to see it. Theo. No. I like to do it. T'Challa can wield Mjolnir as well, right? Yeah. Actually, truth be told, if we're going to do this, and I'm just going to throw that out there, actually, the implication is that everybody in T'Challa's family tree can wield Mjolnir because Nahanda's wielded it. And before her, Mosi. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. But yeah, could you imagine that though? You imagine how that was when he said that. But there was another character that I thought about. Mind you, the actress, series been canceled. Should be. Because her series was god awful. The actress that played She-Hulk, didn't She-Hulk play a role in this? So you mean to tell me we're not gonna get that? That's crazy. That's crazy. We're not gonna get that. So if this is this Doomsday, Secret War, and what was the other one? Not Civil Warrior. What was the Evil Steve? Because they talked about Chris Evans playing Evil Steve, Hydra Commander. Is that a part of this? So you're gonna get Doomsday, Secret War, and that wow, that's okay. All right. I mean, don't nobody care? Do we know what story we getting? And is it a comic book story or is this going to be a made up story? I know the Russos have got it, but you know, Pedro Pascal, who's a pretty good, still underrated actor in my opinion, as Mr. Fantastic though. You think he'll make it through. He'll make it through. Theo, that beat you got ready to join on Limit Records. Wait. you said, hold on, man. You turn up your cup to this right here. Play you some spades. Play you some dominoes. Yeah. I got to give it up one time to my 13-year-old daughter. She say, Dad, they got this thing called Groove Pad. She heard that I wanted music in the background. She heard that. And this was when she was 11. Daddy, Groove Pad. Yeah, Groove Pad. You can make your own beat. I can? Yeah. Okay. Mind you, I've been sitting on this beat for about a year now. No, 2 years. 2 years. I didn't think it was good. But I played it one night while I was washing dishes. And I said, wait a minute, I can let that play through. I kind of like that. Keep up with these notes before we transition on to the next topic. He has a very rich black white, yeah. Pedro Pascal, who is a pretty, okay. Secret Empire, appreciate that, Kamoyo. Doomsday with Shorty without T'Challa is unthinkable. Charge. Doomsday with Shorty and no T'Challa. I just ain't no manifold. Ain't no mention of no manifold. So should Shorty bite it in one of these two movies, the person who would bring her back is not in the MCU anymore. And me personally, I don't want to see. If you gonna tell Shorty stories, tell some Shorty stories. If you gonna tell some Tucson stories, tell some Tucson stories. Don't take from T'Challa to tell don't tell T'Challa's stories through Shorty. Don't tell T'Challa's stories through Tucson. That's what you want? Do some real. So whatever we got going on, whatever happened to this shorty right here, don't use Toussaint to bring her back the way her brother did. But you know, it's gonna be some of us. We just got to go partake of it. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Keep up on what you know. Wakanda gets wiped out in Kang Dynasty. So what happens in Doomsday? I don't know. Right before we get on up out of here, we got one last topic tonight. I think we did talk about Black Panther. We could, but my brother already did it, so I don't want to talk about that and everything like that. Asante Samuel and Deion Sanders and everybody that agrees with Deion Sanders. So if you do not know, Deion Sanders and Asante Samuels have an issue with one another. I don't know why, considering how the conversation started. The conversation started on defensive back technique. And it's basically the cornerback, safety, strong safety, free safety. And truth be told, linebackers, because linebackers have to cover receivers too. We don't like to, but we've had to do it. How do you come out of your break so you're not running in place? Asante Samuel has the T technique where when you do your back pedal and you turn your foot to whatever side, the foot on the side that you're going to, that's the foot that forms that T. Deion Sanders doesn't agree with that. He thinks it's a waste of time. He believes the traditional. Now, when I say traditional, what I mean is you're doing your back pedal and you explode up out of there. You ain't running you ain't running in place. You up out of there. You back pedal, you plant that back foot, that front foot plants, and the next foot takes off in the direction you want to go. Well, Asante Samuel swears by the T technique. Deion Sanders thinks it's a waste of time. They back and forth on Twitter. Did my brother Daryl not say Twitter is just where that right? Nobody wants to inbox anybody. No, let's have this out right here. So Asante Samuel said, Deion, you're wrong. Everybody, you can do what you want to do because everybody wasn't physically gifted as you. You know what? Asante Samuels is absolutely right. Don't mean it can't be done though. Because I don't know what the hell a T for. I had to look it up. YouTube. What is T? What's that? I just stopped playing football. Anybody say nothing to me about no T. Now, what I did have was to flip the hips. We had that whole thing where they say you got stiff hips. Hips. Get it on up out of there. And you work on that. Whatever. Now, somewhere along the line between Asante Samuel and Deion Sanders, which I don't know why, it was alluded to that Asante Samuels was a better cornerback than Deion Sanders. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. You're not a bad corner. You made it do what it do. But better than him? No. No, you weren't. You weren't. You weren't. And mind you, you played on a team where there were few defensive holes. Yeah, I remember the Patriots teams. We're not going to do that because quite a few of them teams beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Deion Sanders played cornerback for the Atlanta Falcons and made them competitive just from the cornerback position. Deion Sanders, he made it where Joe Montana didn't feel comfortable looking at Jerry Rice. So the 49ers went and got it. And then he made it uncomfortable for Troy Aikman to look or throw the ball at Michael Irvin. So the Cowboys went out and got it. I've never seen Asante Samuel play wide receiver at all. I remember a Super Bowl, Pittsburgh Steelers against the Dallas Cowboys. Deion played at wide out in that game and punt return and kick return. I don't know. I'm not saying Asante Samuels isn't good. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's levels to this. It's level. Asante, it's levels. I think I'm one of the best cover two corners in flag football. See what I just said? I think I was because I'm not playing. But back in the day, you couldn't tell me I wasn't the best cover two corner. See what I said? I was very specific with mine. The best cover two corner in flag football. Flag football. It's levels to this. You could tell yourself you're a great corner. And I wouldn't tell you that you're wrong. I would just tell you that there's somebody greater than you. It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion. Are you in the Hall of Fame? That don't mean you're not great, but he's in it. And when we talk about the cornerback position, well, as Ryan Clark said, and you didn't like it, there's a reason why cats want to play corner. Hell, there's a reason why folks want to wear the number 21, and it's him. So, with all that being said, why y'all just ain't pick up the phone? Like, I'm not understanding this whole damn thing. Y'all are professional athletes, or at the very least, used to be professional athletes. Why y'all not picking up the phone and having conversations that way, as opposed to airing your dirty laundry out in the public stratosphere? Don't get me wrong. I like it because it gives me something to talk about. But all I'm gonna do is say at the end of it, like, why y'all ain't just bang each other line? Like, hey, bro, yeah. What I'm saying is, bro, like, if you want to do the T technique, you do the T technique. I don't necessarily believe in it. It's just that simple. It's just that I got some techniques my damn self that you might disagree with. But you know what? Here's what we know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and I think it's safe to say the T technique works for Asante Samuel as it does for some other folks. And playing it the regular way works fine for some other folks, just like it worked for Deion. And to Ryan Clark's point, he has a DB camp, and he teaches kids to excel at whatever technique they use. In essence, there's no right or wrong. there's a what makes you comfortable. Safe to say, the techniques that both you men used during your days in the National Football League, you were comfortable with. What I think we then also got way too comfortable with is doing this stuff on social media. Asante Samuel, you're better than that. Deion Sanders, you're better than that. Y'all leaders. Well, let's do a better job of showing our younger generation how grown men interact. Let's take the ego out of it. Let's do better. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, we at the 1 o'clock hour. I like that. 1 hour, which is what we were shooting for. In, out. That's it. We out. Coach Prime said what? Well, it wasn't as much. Well, he basically told, excuse me, he basically told Asante Samuel, the T technique is wrong. The T technique is nonsense. The T technique is BS. Like I said, I can't tell you that I use the T technique. I can't tell you that I've used the regular technique. What I can say is I worked on my back pedal so I wasn't running in place. I used quite a few techniques, one that worked for me. I wouldn't necessarily say I would teach it to somebody, but it was a technique that I would work for me because I was one of those folks that somebody said had stiff hips. Well, if you throw your arms a certain way, no differently than when you're running, the faster you pump your arms, it kind of corresponds to how your legs move, right? Well, if you throw your arm back, you know you got to flip it. You got to get out that break. You throw your arm in the direction you got to go, the rest of your body ain't got no choice but to go. And if you work on, that's my technique though. That's my technique. So I think it was much ado. I don't want to say much ado about nothing, but we've gotten into this thing. You got Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James. You got, I don't know how many people, Ryan Clark, and I'm not saying he instigates it and anything like that, but Ryan Clark then got into it with a few people. Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, and Cameron got into it with one another. I think folks love drama too much, and I think what we wind up doing is we don't know how to resolve our issues privately amongst ourselves. Someone that we know, we feel like challenges us openly in front of God and country, and as opposed to, okay, let me resolve it and show other people how to move, we want to go and blow it up in front of everybody like, oh, you ain't gonna try me. Like, no. What did it move at the end of the day? Like, come on now. If we say we better than that, you say you better than that, then be better than that. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, thank y'all so much for rocking with a brother. This has been Late Nights with the Rock With Me Nation. Let me know if you like this and everything like that. Something we doing different and everything like that. Come on, yo. We are going to take you up on your advice in regards. We're going to be doing some different stuff, get us out and about and everything like that. So, us out. Yes, us, me, myself, I, us, y'all too. We out. Hit the like button. Don't forget to leave a comment. Share the video. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. That said, we out. Till next time. In the meantime, in between time, thank you, Grand Madam. I appreciate that. If it was fun, that's what I wanted, for us to sit back and have some fun. So, till next time. In the meantime, in between time, in the memory of the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and soul. We out.